Over the past few weeks, Aaron Hicks has looked like a breath of fresh air into the Orioles and a breath of fresh air into his own life. Aaron Hicks has started to become a person that has done extremely well in such a short amount of time. So today I wanted to talk about what's going on with Aaron Hicks. Why is he playing so well? And did the Yankees really drop the ball on him? Because some people might suggest that, hey, maybe they should have let Aaron Hicks play. But I think there's a lot of factors that goes into it that a lot of people don't consider when they think of him as a player, especially when it comes to scenery, the fans, and also maybe just working with new hitting coaches just helped him in general. So first off, I want to start by saying Aaron Hicks has been going insane when it comes to hitting. The dude just hit another home run today on June 24th as it's being recorded. He has now hit 4 home runs in the last 18 games that he has played pretty much. Aaron Hicks, when he got drafted from the Yankees, a lot of people thought, man, this guy is just not going to amount to anything. And a lot of people had hopes that maybe everything can work out for him because Aaron Hicks was just a good person to have on your squad. He was just a nice dude. There was really never any complaints in the clubhouse, but his bat just wasn't there. And of course, we know how New York is. Sometimes they get a little rowdy and they boo because they want you to play better. That's just how the New York Yankees are. And Aaron Hicks is a player that doesn't really like that type of attention or seems to gain anything from that. When he went to Camden Yards, he just started playing out of his mind. The dude is a hitting machine right now. His stats right now compared to his stats with the Yankees are insanely different. The dude's batting a 310, a 412, and 552 as I'm recording this. With the Yankees in the same amount of games, so with the Yankees he had 69 at-bats. With the Orioles right now he's had 58 and counting just because I'm making this in the middle of a game. And with the Yankees in 69 at-bats, he had a 188 average, a 263 OBP, and a 261 slug. Not really good when you compare his stats to the Orioles. Now of course a lot of people can say, man, this is just a hot stretch for him, and apparently Aaron Boone kind of agrees. In an article written by the New York Post, he goes, I think there are a lot of things and different factors that you could look at. Boone said of Hicks, it's a stretch of 17 games, it's a change of scenery, and it's playing every day and maybe getting a fresh start. Now of course with the Yankees, Aaron Hicks was looked at as kind of just a backup person or someone they would sub for their defense. Of course we know Aaron Hicks had that huge blowout last year, if you don't remember, on Jeter Day. It was really not fun to look at, and obviously he did not want to be there. But Aaron Hicks was seen as just someone that they would put in the outfield just late into the game, or on some days where some outfielders just needed a rest day. It was at a certain point where Hicks was playing maybe once or twice a week. He wasn't really playing that often, but with the Orioles he seems to have gotten that mojo back, and he seems to be the Aaron Hicks from 2018. He has been producing so much good for the Orioles that it's looking like maybe Cedric Mullins and him should share the outfield when it comes to center field. Of course, you know Cedric Mullins is an all-star player. He's someone that you kind of want to have on every day. But Aaron Hicks has continually made the argument that maybe he should be somewhere involved in the outfield no matter where it is on any given day. The dude is on a hot streak. He's on a heater. And on top of what Boone said, the hitting coach of the New York Yankees, Dylan Lawson, actually agreed with him and said he wasn't performing, and then he had to move on, and sometimes that happens, Lawson said. He's somewhere else, and sometimes that helps. He had a hard time here, and obviously the last little while, and being in a different environment can always help. I think Aaron Hicks going to the Baltimore Orioles have done magical things for him in his career. He has kind of revitalized himself and seems to be hitting really, really well. I think Aaron Hicks will continue to streak as long as he keeps on listening to whatever the hitting coach in Baltimore is saying to him, because man, whatever they're saying, he's doing it perfectly to the T. But also this Baltimore squad fits really well with Hicks just because a lot of the players on the team are very, very young. And also Baltimore is just doing really, really good. They're second in the AL East right now as I'm speaking. They're doing insanely well for how much of a team that not a lot of people expected them to do well in years previous. Of course, we know Baltimore has slowly been pretty much getting a top prospects and just doing a lot of good things for the organization to make it to where a lot more players could come into their system and come up and do really, really well. Like look at, for example, Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman was a high tier prospect, and of course sometimes prospects like that just end up becoming busts, but the Orioles system did him right and actually made him to be a really good star player, as well as just him having the talents that he needs to use. I think the Orioles are in a really good spot in this division. I think the Orioles will be a playoff team this year. I've been saying it since the off season, and I think Aaron Hicks on this team just makes the team a lot better. Also, on the argument argument of, did the Yankees really blow it up with Hicks too soon? Let's take this into comparison. Like I've said, Hicks has been hitting a 340 with the Orioles with a 1.048 OPS compared to his 188 and 524 OPS with the Yankees. The Yankees right now are just patching up their outfield. They're getting anyone they can, and sometimes they're working out, like Jake Bauers. He's been doing really well. You got Willie Calhoun and of course Billy McKinney. They're 4th and 5th outfielders, not starters on a team that still believes that they could win a championship. Meanwhile, the Yankees are looking up to the Orioles in the AL East standings, and I think it gets really interesting because Hicks also had this to say in an article by NJ.com. Hicks says, "It's been awesome. The team has really welcomed me since I got here and been able to have opportunities pretty much from day one to play every day, and it's been really fun." I think at the end of the day, you got to understand that Hicks is having fun with the Orioles. With the Yankees, he was getting booed every at bat because the Yankees and a lot of the fans, of course, expect more from them just because that is their brand. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm a Yankees fan. People expected a lot out of you when you put on the pinstripes, and if you're not performing well and you're getting paid a lot, you're gonna get booed. It's an unfortunate part of the fan base, but it also holds people accountable. Some people like it, some people don't, and Hicks unfortunately is one of those people that do not like that, and of course they perform a lot better when they go somewhere else. It's no shocker. It's a common thing with the Yankees. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are Yankees fans or Orioles fans or just fans of baseball. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Hicks will continue this hot streak? Do you guys think this is really good for the Orioles, or do you think he'll just crash out and burn and maybe the Orioles will drop him eventually? I know, of course, when he got dropped from the Yankees, it was kind of a salary dump. They just needed to get rid of him. He wasn't doing so well and he didn't want to be there. The guy just wanted to leave, and a lot of people are like that sometimes. And sometimes that works out for them and sometimes it doesn't and the career ends. But Hicks has been doing really well. Thank you guys for watching. My name's Joe. Have a great day or night when you're watching this. Bye.